Hello humans, I'm Yoshiller, and wow, it's been quite a year, hasn't it? For me, 2015 was a year that was full of ups and downs. I won't really go into detail about everything right here because if anything, I already covered most of it in my 7-year anniversary video. For this video, I merely want to present a brief overview of this past year for me, and I want to explain how I wish to better myself and further my efforts in the upcoming year of 2016. Throughout 2015, I had a variety of memorable moments. From entering the Runaway Guides of Smash Wii U tourney at PAX East, to playing all sorts of amazing games at E3, to appearing on Nintendo's YouTube channel a dozen times, I met a lot of great people that were imaginative, passionate, and generous throughout all of my experiences. I could list all of my honorable achievements that I've earned throughout the year, but I feel like then this video would be more about me bragging than it would be about me explaining how I wish to better myself. So instead, I would rather focus on some things that I'm not necessarily so proud of. I'm definitely not taking my accomplishments for granted, though. I'm very happy to have met so many people, and I'm glad that I even got to work with most of them. I'm glad that I've been able to participate in a variety of fun opportunities, and in many regards, I've reached some of the goals that I've set forth since last year. So, to put it simply, my main goals are to further myself as a video editor and content creator, and to make others happy and entertained with the videos that I produce. I often feel that if I can make the people around me happy, then I myself will be happy. Similarly though, if others around me are not happy or displeased with my work, then I feel that what I'm doing may not necessarily be worthwhile, and I question some of the choices that I made in the past. So basically, how others feel usually determines how I feel. In some ways, that could be because I've set my expectations too high. I generally prefer to have high goals so that I can challenge myself to reach them. In other ways, I've maybe set my goals too low. I work with a lot of talented people, and these people have shown time and time again just how respectable and passionate they are. It may be a form of jealousy, but I feel like my quality of work is not nearly as, well, good as what others put out. I feel that even though I constantly try to make good videos, that's all they are. Good videos, not great videos. I know that when I watch something that I thoroughly enjoy, I generally want to know what will happen next. Whether I'm watching a Let's Play on YouTube, a cartoon on TV, or some sort of other online series, the ones that I usually enjoy the most are the ones that make me want to crave the next episode. I want to create a similar feeling with my videos, and I don't think that I was able to accomplish that at all in 2015. This was one of the main ideas that I had with the series that I was working on, which was known as Kanto Alone. For those that don't know, Kanto Alone was a Pokemon Let's Play series that featured some animations, and it focused on the Kanto portion of Pokemon Heart Gold. The problem is, the series never came out in 2015. Truth be told, I don't really know when it will come out. It's not cancelled, but it's certainly not ready to be shown. So I can't say that I didn't try to convey that idea. But the fact of the matter is, my videos this past year mainly consisted of me just sitting down and playing video games. And yeah, I know that that's what people wanted to see, but as more and more people enter the whole walkthrough Let's Play community, it becomes harder and harder to be someone that's unique. Now, to be a bit more fair toward myself, I do think that my videos this past year are more watchable than the ones I made in prior years. I've made nearly 4,000 videos now, and I am personally displeased with about 3,000 of them. I have a hard time watching my older videos. Of course, I don't delete them, because there are people that do enjoy watching my older videos, and I like being able to see how far I've come as a content creator. But as YouTube became more and more as a form of a career for me, I decided that it was time for a bit of a redesign for my channel. I was not impressed with what I was doing, so by the end of 2014, I announced that I would stick to a schedule in which I would aim to provide at least one new video every single day at noon Pacific Standard Time. I would use custom thumbnails on almost every video, and I would start doing end cards in hopes of advertising my other videos. I would create walkthroughs on the weekdays, and I would post online matches in games such as Mario Kart and Super Smash Bros. On the weekends. 2015 was the first year in which that schedule, for the most part, lasted throughout all of it. Whereas this schedule only began at the end of 2014, 2015 was technically the first year in which this whole schedule idea was really put to the test. Although I missed a few days throughout the year for one reason or another, I was mostly able to stick to my schedule. The problem, though, was that I had a hard time conveying the message that, yeah, I have a schedule. It is often hard to make important messages over social media, and it's hard to make sure that everyone sees the same amount of information that I want them to see. Well, the truth of the matter was, no matter how hard I tried, I didn't really seem to appeal to a wide audience anymore, and a lot of people seem to have forgotten about my channel. Don't get me wrong, people still knew who Yoshiller was, but people didn't really watch Yoshiller anymore, if that makes any sense. As a result, a lot of my messages of posting new videos every day and posting walkthroughs on the weekdays and online matches on the weekends didn't really reach too many people. It's no secret that my viewership has severely diminished these past few years, and it's a bit upsetting for a channel with 70,000 subscribers to barely earn 1,000 views on a video anymore. Now, again, I'm not taking any of this for granted. I love the fact that I even have dedicated fans that wish to watch any of my videos. I just wish that I could regain the viewership that I once had. But I think the reason that I lost so many viewers was because, like I mentioned earlier, I had a hard time being unique. People didn't crave my newest videos. People weren't excited to see what would happen next. I did have a few successful videos throughout the year, though. Most of these videos pertain to Super Smash Bros. And Splatoon, and some of my videos, such as Why Little Mac is Awesome and my vlog of the Splatoon Mess Fest, quickly rose in popularity. So, while I definitely did receive popularity on some videos throughout the year, some people ended up knowing me through a variety of different things. Some people knew me as the guy with the Yoshi hat, or the Where's Waldo of Nintendo, and others knew me as the guy who was really good at making analysis videos and editorials, and others knew me as some sort of goofy guy that just liked playing video games. So some way or another, people knew me, and because of that, I can definitely say that I expanded my channel this past year. I got my name out there. But of course, there's still the problem with the diminishing viewership. Just because people know who I am doesn't necessarily mean that I constantly get tons and tons of views. Now, it's not all about the views, and it never was all about the views, but I think increasing my viewership would be an important way to improve my channel. I guess that the main issue was that I was, honestly, just making videos that weren't deemed important. People didn't really care about the videos I was creating. For example, I started the year off by making a redone version of my Kirby 64 walkthrough. Years ago, I made a walkthrough for this game and I find it to be completely unwatchable. Now, I made a new walkthrough for the game, and I think it's much more enjoyable. But since there wasn't just much of a reason for people to watch Kirby 64 at that time, people just didn't watch it. Now, a handful of YouTubers would likely cancel a walkthrough or a Let's Play when they realize that it's not getting as many views as they might have hoped. I, on the other hand, decided that I should finish whatever I start. And I decided that I didn't want to simply just play games for the sake of views. I want to play what I want to play. Naturally, that caused me to lose some viewers, but I also gained some more trust as well, since people knew that I wasn't so quick to give up on an idea. In similar situations though, because I was losing more and more viewers, it made certain things more difficult when it came to starting up new ideas. Most gamers and Let's Players love making videos on new games so that they can be one of the first people to make a video on that game. That way, when people search up gameplay of a new game, their results are generally the first ones that pop up, and they're the ones that are able to claim all of the views and attention. That's not a bad thing, and it's a legitimate strategy, and I even like being able to see the initial reactions of a player to a new environment. The main game this past year for me was Splatoon. Now, there were a variety of YouTubers who managed to get the game early, and rightfully so they were able to post gameplay before the game was even released. So, when I had made my walkthrough for Splatoon, because my viewership had already diminished, there wasn't really anybody left that had a whole lot of interest in watching me play Splatoon. And because of that, I wasn't really able to get my Splatoon walkthrough off the ground. And so, when I did just go back to playing games that I wanted to play, I'd essentially lost a majority of my viewers. Most of them had gone off to watch other YouTubers. That's just the way things go, and I'm not mad about it. If anything, it gives someone else a new opportunity to shine, and hopefully that person is able to bring something new to the table. Though I'd be lying if I said I wasn't discouraged to see my numbers hit an all-time low. Even when I revamped my channel and attempted to do what I could to bring the viewers back, I was often unsuccessful. Though I was happy that my Splatoon online series, Ink It Up, was doing quite well, and I was happy to see that my fans enjoyed watching my Smash videos. So it wasn't like every video that I made was a dud. And as I previously stated, I'm more satisfied with my more recent videos than I was with the ones that I made a few years ago. I guess I just wasn't making what my fans wanted me to make. And that put me in an interesting situation. I didn't want to make videos just for views. But if people weren't watching my videos, then for whom was I making videos? I tried a few other things throughout the year. I tried live streaming, which often left me dissatisfied since I know that live streaming was not my forte, and I knew that I could provide better content than what I was simply broadcasting onto a live stream. I have nothing against live streaming, by the way, and I don't have anything against live streaming services or people that live stream or any of that. I just don't find myself to be a very good live streamer, and I feel that it would be better if I used my efforts into something more worthwhile. And that's the general overview of my channel this past year. While I feel that I did put a lot of effort into what I created, and while I do feel that many of the changes that I made to my channel were for the better, I feel a bit dissatisfied. It's a bit hard to explain, but I wonder if maybe I'm not being challenged enough to make videos. I mean, I'm definitely putting effort into them, but perhaps I haven't found what makes my channel unique. I walk around with a Yoshi hat and people know who I am, and that's great. But in terms of what I do every day, perhaps it's not that special right now. Perhaps my viewership has fallen for a reason, and perhaps it's because I don't even understand what it is my viewers want. Even so, I'm going to keep making videos. I like making videos. No, I love making videos. I want to keep trying to make better videos. I've had so many good things happen to me this past year, and I've met so many great people, and all of your guys' support makes everything worth it. I know that this may have been a pessimistic video thus far, but I honestly did enjoy this past year. It was a great learning experience for me, and I was able to do some things that I was never able to do in previous years. I work with a ton of wonderful people, and as I've said 1,000 times in the past, none of that would be possible without your continued support. So thank you very much. The reason I discussed all of this was because I wanted to discuss how I wanted to push my channel forward. Not everything is perfect, and I gotta take the parts that aren't perfect and use them to my advantage. The main goal for this next year will be to attempt to bring my viewership back. I don't need anything crazy like 1 million views per video, though that would be nice, but I would like to make this channel seem more like it's, I don't know, not dried out. So, I am going to set some high goals again, but they're going to be goals where, even if I don't reach them, it's not going to be the end of me. I'm also going to set a few simple goals. These would be goals that I know I can accomplish, but the fact of the matter is, I haven't accomplished them yet. So, I shall list off the goals that I have for this upcoming year, and I shall explain how I attempt to achieve these goals. Now, take into consideration that these are goals that pertain to my YouTube channel and social media accounts only. These are not goals that necessarily pertain to anything that's going on in my real life. The reason you're watching this video is because you want to know what I plan to do with my YouTube channel and what goals I plan to accomplish on there. So that's what these goals are going to be about. So, what are these goals? Well, the first one, and probably the biggest one, is that by the end of 2016, I would like to reach 100,000 subscribers. I'm currently at 70,000 subscribers, and that's awesome, and thank you all so much for even checking out my channel. The next big milestone, I guess, would be 100,000 subscribers, and if I could reach that by the end of the year, that would be amazing. And before people say that that's a little far-fetched, please take into consideration that I have had a history of earning approximately 20,000 subscribers in 1 year thus far. So it shouldn't be too difficult to increase that to 30,000 subscribers in 1 year, right? On the Twitter side of things, I currently have a little over 4,600 followers. That is also awesome, and thank you all for following me and checking out my tweets. By the end of 2014, I barely had even 1,000 followers. I don't even think I had 1,000 followers, so the goal now is to attempt to reach 8,000 followers by the end of the year. I know that that's nearly doubling my current follower count, but I feel like it's important to have a strong Twitter account alongside a strong YouTube account. I use Twitter often, and it's important to make sure that I have people that are looking at it. And ultimately, I want to create videos that will satisfy both myself and my viewers. I want to create videos that are more engaging. Even if my viewership doesn't return, I still want to be able to look back at my videos and feel proud about making them. I still want the quality of videos to improve, and I want to feel like there's effort being put forth into each video that I create. By the end of the year, I want to feel like the videos that I made this year were stronger than the ones I made last year. Now, how do I plan to achieve all of this? Well, the advice that I generally give to others whenever they ask me for advice is consistency, persistency, simplicity. Yeah, it sounds generic, but I think it works. I'm still going to stick to my video schedule of posting at least one new video every day at noon Pacific time. I'm still going to do walkthroughs on the weekdays and online matches on the weekends. I feel like consistency is very important. That way people know what type of videos they'll be getting from me, and they'll know when they're going to get them. Plus, I believe that consistency allows for me to more accurately see what my fans want and when they want it. It also allows me to stick to a schedule and make sure that I'm constantly working on things. And I'm going to be persistent about that. I'm going to be persistent to make sure that I stick to this schedule. I don't want there to be any shortcomings, and I want my quality and quantity to be excellent. And of course, there's the simplicity factor. I want my viewers to be able to jump in and watch any of my videos at any time. This is often why I tend to re-explain certain things in certain videos, and that's often why I have YouTube annotations and YouTube cards to direct my viewers to other videos for more context in certain situations. But aside from that, I don't want my videos to seem overwhelming. If a video needs to remain simple, then I'll keep it simple. A Super Smash Bros. Video doesn't necessarily need to be complex. If it's just a video of my friends and myself playing the game, then so be it. Now that said, for other videos that require a bit more effort to create, I want the effort to show. Some videos obviously take more time to create than others, and there's a reason for that. And I want that reason to be evident. So while some videos may seem unchanged, other videos may start having a bit more value to them. An example of a video in which a lot of effort was put forth was something like my Why Little Mac is Awesome video. That's something that I call an analysis video, where I take a critical look at some sort of topic and make a video detailing why certain things are the way they are. People seem to like those videos, and I like to make them. They're full of information, there's a lot of effort put into them, and the viewership demonstrates that. I wanted to make more videos like this throughout the year, but for one reason or another, I just never got around to doing so. Well, I'd like to make it a goal for myself to make at least one analysis video per month. I'd also like to mention that analysis videos may not always be dead set on talking about video games. I might want to talk about animation or just general ideas of creativity. But don't worry, it's not like I'm going to be talking about politics or anything. The focus will always be on some form of entertainment. But yeah, I'd like to try and create at least one analysis video per month. The main goal is to try and release at least one analysis video on the last Saturday or Sunday of every month. So hopefully I can make that a possibility. I still have plans to walk through a variety of games as well, both new and old. Of course, I'd also like to finish anything that I start as well. Most of January will be devoted to me finishing up my walkthroughs for Yoshi's Woolly World and Zelda Triforce Heroes. It should be noted that the extra downloadable content for Zelda Triforce Heroes shall be shown at a later time. But once Yoshi's Woolly World is complete, I would like to be able to bring back Whatever Wednesday videos. These are videos that essentially allow me an excuse to upload whatever I want. Although most of these videos are simple gameplay videos of a random game that I play with friends, I have done some off-the-wall videos in the past, and I would like to be able to keep making videos like that every once in a while. Lastly, I want to collaborate more. Although I've had a variety of guests appear on my channel, and I've already appeared on quite a number of other channels, I want to work with more and more content creators. People love crossovers, right? So I'd like to try and do more special videos with others. While I've played against a variety of people in games like Super Smash Bros. And Splatoon, I'd love to still be able to have new guests on every now and again, and I'd love to collaborate with people outside of a simple online match in a video game. Also, for those that don't know, I currently write for GoNintendo.com. My shifts are usually on Tuesday mornings, so you probably don't really get to see anything that I write, but I do write for them, and that'll be continuing throughout 2016. So I guess that's the general plan for the upcoming year. I'm going to be very busy. But I think that if I keep myself busy, then I'll keep myself working. And if I keep myself working, then perhaps good things will come out of it. Great things happen in 2015, and I hope that more great things will occur throughout this upcoming year. The aim of the game this time around is to get my viewership back through the means of maintaining a consistent schedule, through persistent efforts, while keeping an overall tone of simplicity. I want to engage my audience more, and I want to be able to give back to you guys for all of your support. I want to try and get to 100,000 subscribers and 8,000 Twitter followers. I want to continue to post at least one new video every single day. I imagine that things may get rough, and if I ever have to have a change of plans, I'll let you guys know. For now, my goal is just to improve my efforts and increase the quality of my channel. I'm ready to take on the challenge, and I'm ready to begin a new year. So, let's do it. Have a great year, guys. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye, humans. Whoosh.